What's up, guys? It's Buy Buckets, and I'm back for another video. In this video, I'll be going over some next-gen news for 2K21. You guys probably seen 2K release a new blog, and it covered a lot of different things about MyPlayer builder, takeovers, badges. So I'll be talking about that stuff in this video. So if you haven't already, also check out the Beanbag Bucket game. I got it right here behind me. Go to beanbagbuckets.com. Use promo code BBuckets20 for free shipping on any order for the B3 Blitz game or Beanbag Bucket game. So let's jump right into this video. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is the blog that they released, and it's pretty much talking about all next gen. You see they got Zion, courtside report. This is the third one that they released, and they talked a lot about the MyPlayer and some of the AI stuff that they're talking about. So obviously they just give a little intro right here. The game is about 3 weeks away, so less than 3 weeks for Xbox and almost 3 weeks for PlayStation. So right here, player builds, badges, and takeover. So it says, the next gen player builder is all about customization. We've taken in a lot of feedback from the community over the past few years as we evolved the MyPlayer building experience. One thing that we hear loud and clear from you is that you want more options. Here's our response. No more pie charts. I think this is huge news for the 2K community. Obviously, you're very limited with the pie chart. So now it seems like you're going to get full customization of your player. So as you can see, it says you no longer choose from preset skill breakdown pie charts for next gen. Instead, we're giving you control over settings, each individual ratings to the cap that you prefer. Obviously, there are restrictions based on your vitals, and you can't max out everything, but there's much more control to make the exact type of player you want to be. So I think this is awesome. You should see a lot more different builds, different things that people start. And just to show you guys, this is a screenshot that was released that people are talking about. I think from what I'm understanding, this is going to be the first look that you have. So you pick your height, your weight, wingspan, and your body shape. And that gives you this over here, the attributes that you can use. So obviously you can see some of the attributes are different. So now obviously you see post control. That was post hook right there before. So that's something new. You see no more post fade for shooting, which is interesting. And now with playmaking, you don't see post moves. That's obviously was moved to finishing. And now you see speed with ball. So I think that's going to be very important. Defense looks like it's pretty similar. And now you use some of your attribute points for your physical, whether it's speed, acceleration, strength, vertical, and stamina. That's actually crazy because a lot of times you think, you might not want strength or stamina. You're gonna have to use some points to get stamina up, or not, you're gonna be tired of it real quick. So I think this is the starting screen that you'll have, and then if you go back and show you guys this video, this is when you're picking your stuff right here. So as you can see, as you put up your attributes, it's gonna change how much badge points you get. So for this example, they put up their finishing, and you see they maxed out their close shot in this, driving layup 86, driving dunk 76, standing a little bit, and they got 14 potential badge points for finishing. And as you I'll show you guys in a second, different badges are based off of your attributes. Before, if you get a badge point, you can put up almost any badge. You can see finishing, like one of the badges he doesn't have right here, he can't put it on there. And gold and Hall of Fame for only certain ones. Shooting, you'll see in this video, obviously maxed out the shooting, gets 30. He can get Hall of Fame everything. Playmaking, he only has 7 badge points, but he has some gold, some Hall of Fame. And defense, this is where it's interesting. Right now, so he has no badge points, but he put up his steal to 85. So you can see he unlocked, it looks like interceptor, pickpocket, and I think heart crusher. And that's just off of just putting up a steal. He can't put on hustle rebounder or something because he didn't touch his rebounding over here. So I think that's important to know that, only certain badges are going to be unlocked by certain attributes that you put up. And then you see he has to put up his physicals, and the overall will go up, speed will go up, but look, he has no strength on. As you see, he gets more badge points with that. And now he just unlocked the rebounder by putting up defensive rebound, and it looks like worm. So I think that's crazy to think about. Obviously, you're going to have to really look at the different attributes that you want for the badges that you want. So if you want interceptor, you got to put up your steal. If you want rebounder, put up your rebounding. Shooting is going to be the same way. It's going to be the same way for all of them. And it's crazy too with the speed with ball. You shouldn't see, unless centers are putting up their playmaking, you shouldn't see that. You shouldn't see centers moving super fast like guards because they shouldn't have speed with ball up unless they're making that with their playmaking. And the badges, so here's takeover. So takeover, you see there's primary and a secondary takeover, and the bunch of different takeovers this year. They talk about it a little bit, where you can see each takeover has negative and positive effects. So you can see with this, like it says pull up precision, so that provides a significant boost to well-timed or aimed jump shots taken off the dribble. And then you can see there's another shot creator one. Now this is ankle breaking shots, so it's going to increase the likelihood of dropping defenders and making step back and spin jumpers. And it's still a shot creator badge, but there's different. And like you said, there's a primary and secondary, which I'll be able to read to you guys in a second. But pretty much what it's going to do, your first takeover bar, primary, that's what you fill up first. And you can either activate it or you can wait, kind of like team takeover, and then your secondary one can activate, and then after that you can go for team. And the longer you wait, obviously you're risking it, like if you shoot a bad shot or turnover, but you're also going to be able to have it longer and stuff like that. So I think that's pretty cool, that you're going to be able to have different ones. Like you can see spot up precision provides a boost to well-timed or aimed stationary jump shots. And if you've seen like a little bit before, limitless range extends your shooting ability well beyond the 3-point line. And they're both sharp takeovers. So that's really interesting to me. There's 24 different takeovers, and there's a lot of new badges, which we'll go over right here. So badges, a lot of thought and redesign went into badges for next gen. Many favorites return, but most have undergone some significant changes. There'll also be some new ones, some revived ones, and some removed ones. The badge point system and equipping process is similar to what you've grown accustomed to. Perform well in the various categories: finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, obviously. And then in any mode to earn badge points, and then apply those points to whatever badges you want within those related categories. But my advice when you get to next gen is to experiment with different badges that you may have overlooked in the past, because you might find some new favorites that complement your playstyle that you may not expect. Here are some of the new returning badges. So like I said, they have some new badges. They took some out. And also, like I said, different badges, you need to put up different attributes, as you can see in here. Like the different attributes are important for the badges. So just go through some of the new badges. Fearless finisher, boosts contact layups and decreases fatigue. This is kind of like contact finisher probably. Heat seeker, boosts takeover on inside shots. Highlight film, boosts team takeover progress on flashy dunks. This is pretty much showtime, it sounds like to me. Hook specialist, boosts hook shots. That's probably for post scorers. Posterizer, contact dunks. So actually, instead of contact finisher, there's two different ones. There's one for layups and there's one for dunks, which is posterizer. So that's kind of interesting. Rise up, boost ability to do standing dunks in traffic. This actually reminds me of putback boss, but it seems like it's going to be better because you're going to be able to, anytime you're going to be able to get standing dunk animations, and it's going to give you a little boost. Anti-freeze, hard to get cold and lose takeover meter progress. That's actually interesting if Heart Crusher's still in the game, because you shouldn't be able to go cold as fast. Blinders, less affected by peripheral defenders when shooting jump shots. So I can wonder if the side contest is back unless you have this build, because you see in current gen, a lot of side contests you don't get. Everything is open in current gen. So maybe if you have to have this badge to not get those contests. It'd be interesting how that works. Circus threes, improved ability to hit pull up and step back threes. That's probably like difficult shots almost. Fade ace, boosts all fadeaways. Hot shot increases takeover meter faster when knocking down jump shots. So that's just kind of like, it's like a showtime, I guess, for shooters, which is kind of interesting. Deep threes, Dame and Curry range three balls. I think that's pretty much range extender. Rhythm shooter, boost shot percentage out of size ups as well as one step pull ups. So that's probably similar. I don't know. It's kind of interesting, that one. That's probably really new. Set shooter, shooting ability gets better the longer you set and wait for pulling and wait before pulling. That'll probably be good for corners, kind of like a catch and shoot type thing. Sniper, boost the ability to hit shots when using the pro stick. That's interesting. Maybe it will give you enough of a boost where people want to use a pro stick. Stop and pop three for the JJ Redicks who want to pull up for threes in transition. This would be really good for sharps, probably find it in transition. They'll get that boost with that badge. Bullet passer gives you the ability to throw laser dots like LeBron. This reminds me of Needle Threader. I wonder if Needle Threader is still in the game, if this is different. But it'll be interesting to see the animations they get. Relay passer, boost the shooter on pass to assist situation. That's kind of interesting because, like, say the PG hits the slip and the slip makes the next pass. Technically, you would think they'd begin a boost. Special delivery, boost takeover progress for the passer and receiver off a flashy pass. Ankle braces, makes it tougher for ball handlers to break your ankles. This is going to be really big for locks, especially if they have ankle breaker, how they just patched it in current gen, because you see a lot of ankle breaker animations now. And if this will probably be on Hall of Fame for most locks. Clutch defender, boost your defensive ratings in clutch moments. I guess that's the opposite of clutch shooter. Hot stopper, boost takeover meter for good defensive plays like steals, blocks, and good to contest. So this is pretty much heart crusher, it sounds like. And then here are the badges that we retired because they were either redundant, didn't fit in the new design, or the community just didn't like them. Consistent finisher, contact finisher, cross key score, fancy footwork, fast break finisher, deep hooks, pick and roller, relentless finisher, showtime, deep fades, flexible, hot start, pick and popper, pump fake maestro, range extender, quick draw, steady shooter, pass fake maestro, flashy passer, lob city passer, lightning reflex, and moving truck. So it's kind of interesting because some of these are pretty much just renamed, I feel like range extender, what they call it on here, deep threes. So I think it's pretty much, some of these aren't necessarily out the game, they just renamed them or they changed them a little bit, which is interesting. And I guess these are some of the images for the badges, the new badges and stuff. Takeover. So this is obviously, I showed you guys that little video, a little bit of talking about the takeovers. Here it goes in depth. In case you're new to 2K, takeover is the ability to get hot and take over games. It's been a popular feature for the past couple years, and we want to take it to the next level for next gen. Instead of limiting players to 8 general archetype-based takeovers, we've broken those 8 into 24 more specific takeover abilities. In a way, you can think of them as unique badges that you can fire off when you get hot. So I'll just go through these real quick. Advanced Gathers unlocks more effective spin, euro, hop, step, and cradle gathers. Finishing moves, ability, able to absorb contact and finish at the rim. Easy blow-bys, enhanced ability for slashers to beat defenders off the dribble. So it's kind of crazy because with these 3, they're probably all slashing takeover, and you probably won't know what different which one they have equipped it because it'll just show takeover badge or slasher badge. Pull up precision. This is the shot creator one. Boost well timed. Ankle breaking shots. More ankle breakers off of spin and step back jumpers. And then negative impact reduces the defensive impact against pull ups and other skill shots. So those are the shot creator ones. Obviously, they all have different abilities. Limitless range, extend your shooting range out to the logo. Spot up precision, boost well time / aim stationary jump shots. Team rating boost, playmakers boost their team's offensive ratings. Pretty much think of that as having a floor general, but as a takeover. Team takeover boost your teammates' takeover meter progress. And then team badge boost your teammates' badges up a tier. So these, I'm assuming, are the playmaking badges right here, or playmaking takeovers, I should say. And then I think down here goes into some defensive one. Extreme clamps, more stonewall and lost dribble body up resolutions for locks. Perimeter badge drop, knock shooting badges down a tier when you get close. Enhanced jump shot contest, boost your ability to contest jumpers. So what this is looking like, it's looking like the lock badge. So I'm assuming there's 3 for each, it looks like. These are going to be the lockdown badges. And then the next one is stuff blocks, unlocks more swats, backboard pins, and grab blocks. Paint intimidation, boost your ability to affect shots around the rim. Interior badge drop, drops up opposition scoring badges down a tier in the paint. So like I said, that's probably the rim badges. And then here you go, you got the glass badges. Box out wall improves ability to seal off opponents for easy boards. See the future, shows where missed shots are going to end up. And then glass clearing dimes after rebounds, kicks out passes, boosts your teammates shooting. So that's probably the glass badges, obviously, or rebounding badge, whatever you want to call it. And then here are, I'm assuming, the post badges. Which actually, it looks like there might be 4 of them. Power back downs, easier to push defenders around when posting up. Post playmaking, boosts your teammates' offensive abilities when passing out of the post. Advanced post moves, easier to beat defenders with post moves. Post shot daggers, increased scoring ability with hooks, fades, shimmy shots, etc. So like I said, those are probably the post takeovers. And then, so this is where they talk about the multi-bag. So we've also changed takeover to be a multi-tier system. Once you set up your rating caps and vitals, you'll be presented with a subset of the list above based on the type of build you made. Then you choose one ability for your primary and another for your secondary. Or if you want, you can put the same ability in both slots if you want to double up on it. When you're in game, your takeover meter will fill up your primary takeover slot first. Once filled, you can choose to activate it right away or wait to try and fill up your secondary. So like I said, that first meter is going to be your primary. Then you can either activate your primary or you can wait to try to get your secondary. And then obviously it says here you must be careful because you take the risk of losing all your progression if you turn the ball over or miss a bad shot. So like when you already get your takeover, if you go for team in a sense, that's where it's like this. But I'm assuming the secondary is easier to get because it says, but you can fill in your secondary slot and you can activate both the primary and secondary together and keep them active for a longer period of time. And then like I said, finally, if you want to devastate your opponent even further, you can wait and try to fill up your team takeover meter. And then if you can fill all 3, activating will enable your entire team's takeover, and it's pretty much over for the competition. And just like in current gen, activating team takeover also allows you to have user control over your teammates in MyCAREER games. We know our MyCAREER fans love that ability. So pretty much, the takeover seems going to be a lot more important. You can see some of the badges they had actually were about takeover, just like a Showtime or Heart Crusher. They're just different names, and they even have like shooting ones, which could be really important if you can get your secondary. I wonder if you can say you're a shot creator, but you can get sharp takeover too. If your primary can be one of these shot creating ones up here, like say you can get ankle breaking shots, and then also get limitless range takeover as your secondary. That would be crazy to see how that kind of works and stuff like that. And then like the last thing about the takeover is they honor Kobe Bryant, and pretty much what they do is when you've earned all your badge points, you will receive the Mamba Mentality badge, which allows you to change your takeovers whenever you want. So just like Kobe, you can vary up how you choose to take over from one game to the next. This is really cool how they pretty much integrated Kobe into it, and now like everyone has wanted to be able to change your takeover. And it's going to be really cool to see if you can, like, if you go from shot creator to sharp or stuff like that, or if it's just, you know, going from the shot creator to shot creator takeover. I'm assuming it's like when you go to that menu, how you have 4 sometimes, like you might have a lock, shot creator, sharp, and playmaking or something that you can vary between those, which I think would be really cool. And then this stuff down here, it just talks about the AI stuff. I'm not going to go through it really. It's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, I'm really excited about next gen. It looks really cool how they're making the Myplayer builder. I think it's cool if you can see like the attributes and how that changes the badges. And like I said, you need certain attributes for badges. So I'm going to probably be in the MyCAREER builder for a while just to see the different badges I can get, what is important. And then obviously it's crazy the physicals that you actually have to put up now. I don't think I see anywhere where it says how many points you get. I think it just, you see your overall go up. So like I said, I'm excited for next gen. I know probably everyone else is. That's it for this video. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna have a lot of next gen videos coming, especially when the game first drops. I'm gonna release all the builds that I make, that I would make, what I think is the best ones, because there's a lot of customization, and there'll be a lot of different builds. So I'm gonna show you guys the builds I have. So yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one.